All right, man. Mike Valenti drops a truth bomb to Lions fans about their head coach, Dan Campbell. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Now, it seems like a lot of Detroit Lions fans have turned on Dan Campbell, right? Seemed like the clock struck midnight and it's, it's rod turned into a pumpkin and all that type of stuff. So, it seemed like the honeymoon is over with. I mean, people had unrealistic expectations about this football team, and obviously a lot of that energy needed to go towards Brad Holmes too, because he sent Dan Campbell into a gunfight, with a switchblade, you know. So, he basically coached with an arm behind his back, depending on DeAndre Swift who injured. He said he needed a big jump from the second players on Zorky. He injured. He the most important. Too many injuries across the D line. I mean, we could just keep going on and on about the issues. He's not playing with a full hand. How about that? But Mike Valenti got some truth bomb, for us when it comes to Dan Campbell. So I want to get to that. Don't forget you got Detroit Lions Talk playlist for more videos like this. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. We go live or drop video. And I like Mike Valenti. He's solid. People don't like because he just tell the truth and he don't cater to the homer. He ain't a Detroiter. You know what I'm saying? He a Michigan Stater. He was Michigan State, but he ain't no Detroiter. And he don't cater to he doesn't cater to what people want to hear. And I'm the same way. I just can't do it, bro. I just gotta keep it. I gotta keep it real with y'all. Like what Method Man say is a real son. Tell me if it's real, son. Give me some. I feel, son. That. I came to bring the pain, hardcore. That's how I am, and I ain't gonna tell y'all no lie. Now, if y'all want to start sending me money for this, see what y'all and tell y'all what y'all want to hear. Hey, if it's enough money, I just might do it. How about that? But yeah, let's get to it. Say Mike Valenti reveals insight about Dan Campbell returning in 2023. His head coach Dan Campbell guaranteed return in 2023. So it says Detroit Lions head coach Dan Campbell told reporters Wednesday that the team owner Sheila Hamp was all in on the team rebuild, but is frustrated with the team's winning for a start in the 2022 season. Dan Campbell signed a 6-year contract to coach the Lions when he was hired in 2021. But the slow start to the season paired with the emergence of rebuilding teams such as the New York Giants and New York Jets has led to questions about the future. During Wednesday's edition, Valenti show with Rico, 97.1 Ticket, the popular sports host, discussed the recent conversation they had with Lions play-by-play broadcaster Dan Miller. Shout out to Dan Miller. Been doing it for a while. He said both Valenti and Beard believed as a result of the conversation they had with Miller that Campbell was guaranteed to return with the Lions as the head coach in 2023, regardless of the season outcome. Quote, Dan Miller said the other day, Valenti said off air, I don't think I'm not narsing on Dan. Just said no. I think year 3 is guaranteed. They like him. Quote, it's almost no matter what he's gonna be back, guys, Beard added. Quote, he didn't say that exact words, but that was the vibe that he gave off, like yeah, he'll be back. So the job of head coach, though, is tough to win football games. Valenti pointed out the Lions ownership has been snake bitten in the past due to loyalty to coaches. That's something that I think has been the force weakness for a long time. Their personal feeling towards the coach clouding their judgment. Valenti said, hell, I think everybody likes Dan Campbell. I think everyone wanted Dan Campbell to be successful. I don't have any personal animosity towards him. I may not love certain aspects of the personality and presentation. I just care about the results. Guys, if this season really did spirals and they end up 4-13, no, I'm sorry, coach. It's 7-26-1 after 2 seasons. I don't think you're guaranteed a third year. I don't think it's acceptable that you are likely within the first 2 years of a regime that you're going to replace both coordinators you hired. So Valenti and Beard were advocating for a quick move if things continue to go south, so the regime wouldn't get a chance to make long-term decisions through the offseason that could continue to set the organization back. Here's the biggest mistake you make you just made with former GM Bob Quinn and Matt Patricia. You don't give guys ultimatum or guys the lack of security, the power to make long-term decisions. Like you said, because you know what happens. They make short-term cover your expletive decisions, just like Bob Quinn made cornerback Jeff Okuda instead of taking the quarterback. Dan and Brad will go into next year under heavy pressure, and if they don't make the right organizational moves, Rico nails this. You will be set back for years. So, real quick, Dad, those are facts. But my thing is this: I don't know if I didn't get to this part yet, um, or whatever situation may be. But who you gonna replace him with? That's the question, bro. They hired advisors like Chris Spielman. I forget the other dude's name from the Giants or whatever. They hired all these advisors and stuff, and they still making a bad decision. They don't want to spend no money on nobody, so they're not gonna get nobody that's actually better because they don't want to spend the money and the resources to get the right guy. It's as simple as that. They don't want to spend the money and resources to get the right guy. So, I mean, what are we truly talking about? What are we truly talking about? Seriously. They don't want to spend the money to get the right guy. So then you get another Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell again and do it over again until they spend the money and get the right guy, in there. Then it's not gonna be no difference. I apologize to y'all. It's just not. Or unless they just move on and just sell the team. That's the only way. And it don't matter how much money you necessarily throw around, because we've seen Dan Snyder throw a lot of money around in free agency. You just got to be a competent franchise. You just got to be a competent franchise, and the Lions not competent. They've been loyal to the wrong Matt Millen. They've been loyal to the wrong coaches and this, that, and the third, bro. You got to hire people that's been there, done that, and or to be your advisor first and foremost. Then you got to hire people who know how to do the job. Where you got to trust their insight. It's just a lot that go into it. It's just a lot that go into it. It's just a lot that go into it, man. And it's not competent, bro. Not football people. Don't know, they car people and don't know what the right build of football organization look like. They can go out there, spend all the money, and be the Washington football team and Dan Snyder, to be honest. But they cheap, and they continue to get entry-level guys so they can pay them entry-level pay. And people do like Dan Campbell. It's going to be hard to get around that. But at the end of the day, I'm just saying he's not going into a gunfight with a full clip, not even with a gun. He not. The team was healthy. Maybe it is. His decision making is hurting him. Yeah, regardless of his decision making, this team ain't headed nowhere regardless. And if they was healthy, they still might not be headed nowhere, to be honest. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. People going to have their opinions and stuff of that nature, but that's just mine. But him being guaranteed a third-year course, they're not going to keep firing and paying coaches. They still probably paying Bob Quinn. My thing is, what's going to be different if you get rid of Dan Campbell? What's going to change my mind? Are they going to get a new Dan Campbell? Are they going to get somebody better, significantly better? Come on. If they lose the next 3 weeks, they can't sound the same. It can't be the same 1-7, Valenti said, because when you're looking at 9 games left in the season, how many of these games actually matter? The answer is 0. How much has the team improved? The answer is likely to be 0. And at that point, if you're not having an open dialogue about the future of your franchise, you kind of told me you don't know what you're doing. I just don't think you can guarantee. And if you don't think Campbell's comment Wednesday mean what I think they mean, say it. But it says to me, and I think Rico's right with me on this, me potentially in the sidecar and him driving the motorcycle, Dan Campbell's not going anywhere. They can get punched in the face for the next 12 weeks and they're not going anywhere, because Sheila is Martha and Martha is William. It's all the same patients in that order. He said Beard later referenced same old line mentality when it comes to coaching decisions. Quote, this to me is the same old Lions, Beard said. Quote, this is exactly what your parents did. You see the ineptitude, but you embrace it because they're nice guys, and I'm going to give them a chance to try to fix this thing instead of being the leader and saying, no, we're going to do better. I'm going to do better. I'm going to be better than the previous generation. I'm going to go out and set a new standard for this team. They're not. Same DNA. Same DNA, bro. Rod Wood, he should be fired too. He's a fucking idiot. It don't take long for you to see that. He ain't the sharpest knife in the drawer. Matter of fact, in a knife full of drawers, he a fucking plastic spoon. And, but my thing is, do you trust the Lions to get it right and upgrade the position? That's what I pretty much lead y'all with today. I wholeheartedly agree to them. I don't get to catch the show like I used to because I'm at work, but I wholeheartedly agree. But at the end of the day, tell me, dude, this is another topic. I love somebody calling to ask them. If you listen 97 won the ticket, dude, let me know if I'm wrong. Do you trust the Lions to upgrade the position in the right manner? You know what I'm saying? Do you trust them to go out there and do and get the right coach, get the right GM? Just the question. Do you trust them? Me personally, I don't. That's the $1 million question. Everybody say get rid of him, but then what? Give him an opportunity to learn from his mistakes, but he ain't playing with a full hand. And we all know that. Well, you got to do what you got to do, what you got out there. You got a team that got stripped of all the talent. You telling this man to go out there and make it happen with no talent, and the little talent you do got is stripped and, with injuries. Your prize free agent DJ Shark injured. I'll talk about him later, but it is what it is. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance notifications. We go live and drop video. Financially, want to support the channel. Cash App, $, CJ Good 313. Venmo, CJ Good 313. PayPal link description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Peace.